What doesn't look too good?
That.
What, you dropped your rag down there?
Tatro, don't use me. I'm very vulnerable in this
Scrape
position.
your fingers.
I'm using my fingers.
Well, there's a set of fingers over there.
I have fingers. 10 of them.
There you go. You got long arms too.
Mm-hmm.
Something I don't have.
Mm.
Okay, I cleaned the valves off for you. Why are you getting them dirty on that? You notice how now they're dirty? See, it was nice and clean and dry, and now...
It was. And then you dropped it.
Then you put this filthy rag on there.
And then you dropped it.
You have to use a clean rag when you're using clean shit.
It was blown out.
Perfect. That's the exhaust.
Oh yeah, it is. No, it's not. What the f...
See if he's awake. How's it feel?
Blown out.
Perfect.
Love that. Thank you.
Won't stick.
Won't stick sitting there either.
I stuck a lot of valves in my life. That's why I know what sizes to do and why you do things. How's that one feel?
Like it won't stick.
Good. So put them in there, drop them in, and put them up the light. See if they look like they might seal out of the box. Are you putting the intake and exhaust?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Nobody would do that around here.
No. Oh, I remember that. Damn near fell there. He's like, oh, we gained some clearance. Valve to valve.
Dropped right in.
Yeah, we did.
I thought it was a panhead there for a minute. All right, put up the light, see if it works, and we'll lap them. We're using that dirty rag again. See, the head's dirty, but the valves are clean.
Mm. Hello. Nobody's home.
Good. We're going to lap them anyway, but just double check right now, see if they're close. They semi-close?
You can hear the ocean.
Good. I think there was some marbles in your head.
Oh. Is that what those are?
That's what it was.
It rattles when I shake.
It rattles. All right, when you're done playing over there, we got lapping to do.
With my new bottle of clover?
That was over there, you didn't grab it. We don't know what grit it was.
It's the grit that it was.
I got some 60 grit.
Damn close.
You know how coarse 60 grit lapping compound is?
It's about 60.
Yep.
Yeah. If I were to guess. You're good, dude.
Yeah, it looks like there's gravel and an oil mix. That's about what it sounds like too when you use it. Pretty
What's
bad.
the standard, like 220?
180 to 220.
They say like one something, and then they say it drops down to 2.
If you look at the side of the container right here, it says on there.
I don't know. You refill everything. That could be.
It says fine on it.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Well, you got that big container over there. Go grab it. See what it is.
What does this look like?
Looks like you.
No, I'm not that big.
About the right size. This one says 240 grit. So you go over here to 240. 240 is a B.
Where does it say?
It says B.
Where'd you find it?
And it's over here on medium fine.
Where'd you find it?
It's written on the can. Right there. Yours is supposed to be written right here.
Yeah, that's what
I don't see shit.
No.
Open it up, see what's in it. This one's 240, so it's pretty fine. Most of the time you use 220 on when you're doing finish work like this. 280 is a little fine for lapping in seats and stuff. But if you're not doing a valve job at home, 180 is a good thing to lap it in, get it roughed in.
This hasn't been opened in 30 years.
How can you tell?
I have a hunch. Oh.
It's got oil in it.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. It's got a lot of oil
Oh
in it.
no. The penis touched me.
Oh shit, your ding dong came out.
Yeah.
What's on the top of the container? That looks pretty fine.
A.
Looks pretty fine.
It says A. What does A mean?
I don't know. Be finer than a B. It looks pretty fine by the grit.
A is 280. Fine.
The
Damn,
B,
taste was good.
I'm just looking at the damn material this on top of the can there. It's pretty fine
Should I
looking.
do a taste test?
Yeah, sure. It says 280,
She ain't a lady unless she's 280.
but it's not 400.
It's 280.
So you're one up from B.
I went up to.
You're one up from B.
That's good. It's better than being one below B.
So now I can do some fine work if I want to do some fine work.
Well, I mean,
Okay, what are we going to do?
you got a stir stick.
What are we going to use?
What we always use.
Whatever's in the container over here?
Yeah. Not that I don't trust the Reagan era.
I got to clean that because it's nasty. Here, put that back over there where it belongs.
The thing in the paint
It's
shaker.
in that box over there, crap I just bought. What happens when you buy out an old machine shop? You never know what you get.
Why is it so hard on that?
Should have just came right up.
No, it didn't.
See how that looks coarser?
It looks coarser. Is that because it's coarser?
Yeah, it's a good guess. How do you know that?
Yeah, good guess.
You got somebody came all over my screwdriver. But look at that. It's got junk on the tip there.
Junk in the trunk. I'm covered in debris.
I would get a rag. That doesn't matter. Which is those dirty rags are under there. Remember? There used to be one over here too, but I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, that's
rag
it.
with some metal shavings in it.
Yeah, that's it.
You're starting to get quite the separation in this container too.
That's what happens. You don't use it very often. But see, that's a little bit coarser than that other stuff. So you can see the gritty in here a little bit more.
That must be a B.
It's a B, not an A.
Good, man.
We do B quality work around here.
That's
We do
right.
A quality. What's above A?
That did not sound good.
What's above A?
That's a good question.
Then it goes A1, A2, A3, A4, all the way up to A7. 1,500 grit, or 1,200 grit, excuse me, 1,200
It should
grit.
go the other way. Shouldn't it start with like, it should go A to A7 and then A6 since it goes down for 5.
Oh, I thought I had the coarse stuff. It goes down to K, which is 36 grit. I have 60 grit for sure. I don't know if I have 50. I got 60 grit. I don't have a
this is
60,
kind of
I
nice.
got
Look, you
80.
don't have to overhang this.
I have an 80 grit, so I must have a 50 grit. Yeah, I thought 36 grit was too coarse. That'd be a little chunky.
Chunky monkey.
I used to lap heads on a big lapping table in cases. I'd do cases too.
You got a lapping table?
Yeah, I got a couple of them. You know what happens? The table gets a big low spot in it after you have a surface grind,
After you keep lapping on it,
and the cases become like this.
you
Sorry.
need another table that goes the other way.
So I quit using it. I decided it was better to put it in the milling machine and machine it flat, and then bolt them together when they're flat, instead of trying to make it flat when it's all warped with lapping compound. But yeah, I got 2 or 3 lapping tables.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, you get a cheap lapping table?
Hmm.
Get a granite table.
Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call that cheap. But
They're
yeah,
pretty
it's
common.
cheaper
Yeah,
than-
they
cheaper than a lapping table.
used to be able to buy them things for 50, 60 bucks on
Not
lapping
anymore.
tables. Everybody now thinks everything's worth $1 million.
It's true. Just like that guy with the valve grinder.
Mm-hmm. With a mill? Yeah.
No, the valve. Oh yeah, I see.
Oh yeah, his old grinder is
Yeah,
80 years old.
you wanted 1,400.
Yeah.
No, that I looked it up.
Yeah, I like the way he looks at that welding vise, or machine vise over there, and it's, oh, those are very expensive. You know, it's a Kurt vise. It doesn't say Kurt on it though. Yeah, but it's a Kurt. Looks just like it. It's Kurt vise.
Yeah.
No, no, it's a piece of shit Taiwan vise.
We should buy
China vise.
Taiwan parts and say, well, they look like.
Yeah, we do. It's called Harley parts.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And the, yeah, I said, I don't know. It's, my vise looks really good too, and it's worn out. Because that's that one, I got my shit on top of it over there. It's right there. Mine is worn out because when you chuck something in there, it flexes up about 4 thou. If it's a good vise, it wouldn't do that.
Having some suction issues.
So hopefully I bought a vise that's not worse than the one I already have. If it doesn't want to rotate, it's probably not flat. That sounds pretty coarse. You should have used that 280 grit. Hear all those gritties in there. See, now it sounds like 280 grit. See how it's smooth in there? Don't wear it out. You don't get any chips in that area?
No.
Okay, good.
Of course not.
Looks like there's a seat where it belongs.
Yeah.
On the valve.
On there, yeah.
It's not 1/8 inch wide either. That's good. Does it have those chatter marks in it like yours had?
No.
Oh, these
Sadly not.
so these are actually maybe ground more straight.
Yeah. You want the chatter.
That's what the valve guys were chattering until I owned
Yeah.
them.
Hell yeah.
That's why I don't like reamers.
Ream.
I don't think it was even reamed. They looked like they were honed before.
Yeah.
They had hone marks in them.
Yeah.
I don't know what they use for a hone though, but obviously not the one.
Hand drill.
Not the one I'm using.
A little stick with some sandpaper wrapped around
Sutton
it.
actually has a hand drill. It was a $1,500 tool. Yep. I bought all the stuff brand new. And you know what? It didn't fit together.
Hmm.
You know what Sutton did about it?
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, it's too bad. Why'd you buy it? Bought it all from you.
What do you want? You want it to work?
It doesn't fit together.
Okay. That grease mark on
So I never used it. You know what else I bought from them?
Yeah.
I bought their dial bore gauges that they have. Their stuff.
Yeah.
Inside that steel box
I've
and
seen 'em.
everything that flips up. Yeah, so there's 3 different ones in there.
Yeah.
Bought that. That was like $1,500 back in the day. Yeah, I used it about 3 times.
How do you work
Garbage.
this 3 times? No? No, not good.
No, it's not very accurate at all.
Perfect.
When you got a nice long curve as a tool,
We got grades of dirtiness.
it doesn't. No, it's clean over there.
Yeah.
When you have a nice round surface to measure with, it's an average number, not an actual real number. So it hides all the lows and high spots in your guide when you use it.
Well, it's just,
It's good for automotive use, though.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they don't care.
unless
Yeah.
if you do bad jobs and it helps you, it makes you look better.
That's why I have the real gauges to use.
Why did I do that?
You know what's even worse than their stuff?
Hmm.
The Minitoyo kit that I bought for under 300,000.
Really?
Yeah,
Mituyo?
it's made wrong.
Ah.
Yeah, that was a $600 tool. Doesn't work at all. If you hold the indicator, you got a straight hole going like this. The 2 pins are offset, so to make it measure straight, you have to hold the indicator like this. But you can only go in the guide that far before it bottoms out.
Is that a
Because,
manufacturer defect?
because if you move it back to where it's straight, parallel, it goes up 3 or 4 tenths on the gauge. Because the pins are not straight.
Perfect.
Yeah, I told me to tell you about that when I see them at trade shows. They tell me, bring it back. Yeah. Bought it years ago. Well, we'll still take it back.
What about,
Well, give me all your name and info. And they, well, we'll see you next year.
what about when you went to Sure Shot at SEMA? I love that.
That one right over there?
Yeah, he was complaining. He went to Sure Shot. They had some very well and blessed woman with a large personality. I'm sure she was one of the head engineers.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, and he complained about his brand new Sure Shot that keeps leaking.
But they haven't made it in 30 years.
Yeah, it's brand new. I bought it in 1980. I haven't opened it yet. Where's the rebuild kit? Why can't I buy this?
Yeah, you know where that is? Right there. Right there. Right behind that can of CRC. See it right there? You know what happens on that Sure Shot? About every 6 months you got to retighten it down or it leaks all the air out and all the fluid all over the place.
Might have got a little too happy with that one.
Well, it wasn't your lapping compound, so. Seating all the way around?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, but it's the entire width of the fuck.
Oh, it's nice and wide. Yeah, good. Perfect. That's for large mileage.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to wear it. Oh yeah, it's 1/8 inch wide. That's perfect. It's
What
a
the
diesel.
hell?
It's a diesel.
I didn't even lap it that much.
It's a good thing you didn't have that core stuff in there. Oh, you did. Yeah, let me get you some 36 grit to use next time. We'll clear it out with that. You know how deep the O-ring grooves would be in the valve seat of 36 grit?
And with the band on here isn't that wide. What happened here?
Not concentric, maybe?
Yeah. Look at the band on the head.
It goes low and high. It's off center. I don't know. Put it in there and see if it centers. You know what the advantage of a loose valve guides is? It can be off center and it'll self center.
Oh yeah, it's not. Oh, it's not even close.
So it's not concentric.
No, look.
Well, you said you didn't want to grind it.
Look out.
We're looking at the gray part.
Yeah. Can you see like that?
I can see gray. It looks like it's gray all over the place.
And then look. And then it goes way down over here.
It's all right.
And then it goes way up over here.
Hey, as long as it hits on it.
Hey, Hey,
You said you didn't want to do it.
good enough.
You said you didn't want to do
You
it.
are right.
So
You are right.
this is a cheap job, you said.
This is a personal.
We're putting big
And
dollar
I
valves.
personally don't care.
We're putting big dollar valves in a cheap set of heads, but yeah.
Cheap, they're free.
Actually, those are very, very nice heads because they have almost no mileage on them.
Damn right.
Look at the exhaust ports. That's the only nick in there from the exhaust pipe. Other than that, it's a nice virgin hole.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think that set of heads had a valve job done on them.
Yeah.
That's why the seats are setting them so high. There's probably one valve job, this one.
Tatro, we're down a valve. Oh, I found it.
You lost it? Oh, it's in the exhaust.
Who put that there?
Now, did you mark these so you know which one goes to where?
Did.
I see a felt tip. So.
Yeah.
Who told you how to do that one?
I put this one on that one, and I put that one on this one.
Where'd you learn how to do that?
No idea. Grade school. I
Grade
learned my
school.
ABCs.
Grade school. Oh.
Yeah.
Are you using up all my oil there?
Girl. That's a dirty rag.
Are you putting in how much?
I grabbed a little
Damn,
much.
you
I'm not.
Damn, don't know how to conserve your lapping compound yet. Just don't be like that dumbass on Gastown Garage or whatever
That's
the
right.
name was.
That's right.
Monkey Garage. What's that? Monkey fucker?
Monkey fucker. Chicken fucker.
That fucking bearded fucking dumbass. I think he used about 3/4 of lapping compound on that 45 fucking chopper he was lapping it in.
Oh, gas monkey.
He had like a 1/4 inch bead of lapping compound around both sides of the valve. He was lapping it.
Shit.
I guess he forgot to use it all at one time, I guess. I don't know.
I don't like.
If for some reason the bike would never run. I don't know what the deal was. See, that's the difference between a motorcycle and a car. Of course, I saw him work on car motors too, and he burned those up too. So, remember that episode? He put some piss ass thin oil, like it's from Castrol, in there or something stupid. Some like 5-weight or some stupid thing. This new hot rod, Chevy or whatever it was. And then he put that like a 1.5 quart bottle of real crap in there. That what's that stuff you're always supposed to have in there? They always say.
The oil additive stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Lucas shit.
What's that stupid crap? It's supposed to be in all your oils. It comes in all good oils.
Zinc? No.
Yeah, the zinc.
Zinc.
Yeah, so he had a whole quart of the zinc crap. He poured in the damn oil. That's supposed to make it good.
Just pure zinc.
It purely plugged up the oil filters, what it did, and he burned the motor up in 5 minutes.
Hell yeah.
At first, he had to figure out how to start it because he had the distributor 180 out. Though. You always have that 3 foot of flame coming out of the car when you first try to crank it. That's always.
It's a race tune.
Yeah, that's race tuned. Yeah, that genius is over there. Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun show to watch because they're so stupid, most of them. Most of the fabricators were pretty good, though, but those mechanics, whew, they're
No,
bad.
I like watching Pimp My Ride. That's a good one.
Yeah.
The girls with big bats, big ass, the big tits.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
On the dark side. They're gonna tag these videos. Make sure you leave comments.
Get some hate mail from
Yep.
Chicken Fucker Garage.
Yeah. You know how many years it takes me to go through one of these?
I could tell this is circa 1940s. This,
That's been refilled a couple times.
yeah, just once or twice.
It's a vintage can.
Yeah.
They don't make them like that anymore. They make similar but different. Now everything's plastic nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, my cans are still the old cans because they're old. What are you doing, getting dirty over there? Oh, he's going to clean the mess up now. All right, we'll be back. No more talking about other people's junk.